Hello and welcome. If you're revising for your GCSE Computer Science exam, you are in exactly the right place. We're about to do a super rapid-fire explainer of Section 1.6 of the OCR J277 spec, all about the huge impacts digital tech has on society. Okay, let's get right into it.
I mean, just think about it. From the second your phone alarm goes off to streaming a show before you go to sleep, technology is everywhere. It's totally woven into the fabric of our world, right? It connects us, it entertains us, and it helps us learn.
But for your exam, you've got to look deeper. It's not just about what tech can do, but about all the knock-on effects it has. The exam board wants to see that you understand the wider consequences for all of us. So let's get you prepped on exactly what you need to have in your back pocket.
Okay, first things first, we need a way to organize our thinking. And luckily, the specification groups all these societal impacts into 5 really clear categories. Getting these 5 headings locked in your memory is the first big step to mastering this topic.
And here they are. You've got ethical, legal, cultural, environmental, and privacy issues. The best way to think about these is like 5 different pairs of glasses you can use to look at any new technology. So let's break down what each one actually means so you can talk about them with real confidence.
Let's kick off with ethical issues. Now, the key thing to get here is the difference between what's right and wrong versus what's legal and illegal. An ethical question is something like, should a self-driving car be programmed to sacrifice its passenger to save 5 pedestrians? Whoa, there's no law for that yet, but it's a massive moral debate, right? That's an ethical issue.
Now, legal issues are totally different. This is the black and white stuff. These are actions where we as a society have already made a law. So hacking into someone's social media or pirating software, that isn't just a bit naughty, it's actually against the law. And there are specific acts that say so, which, don't worry, we're getting to in just a minute.
Next up, cultural issues. This is all about how tech changes the way we all behave as a group. Think about that always-on culture we have now, with notifications pinging 24/7, or how streaming has completely changed TV from a thing the family watched together once a week to something you binge-watch on your own for 8 hours straight. That's a huge cultural shift.
Environmental issues are, well, massive. And this covers the entire life of a device. It's not just about the electricity it uses. It starts with mining rare metals out of the ground to build the components. Then there's the colossal amount of energy needed to power all those data centers, and it ends with the growing mountain of e-waste when we chuck our old phones and laptops.
And finally, we have privacy issues. You know, in our digital world, your personal data is basically a type of currency. So this is all about who's got your information, what are they doing with it, and are they keeping it safe? Every single time you click Accept Cookies or sign up for a new app, you are bumping right into a privacy issue.
Okay, so we've got a handle on the issues. Now let's look at how society has tried to respond. For your exam, you absolutely have to know 3 key bits of UK law that were created to manage these impacts. So let's break them down.
And here they are on a timeline. You've got the Copyright, Designs, and Patents Act from way back in 1988, then the Computer Misuse Act from 1990, and the much more recent Data Protection Act from 2018. Seeing them laid out like this really helps you see how the law has been playing catch-up with technology over the years. First up, the Copyright Act. Its whole purpose is to protect people who create things. It gives them legal control over their original work, so that could be software code, a photograph, a song, anything. It makes it flat out illegal to copy, change, or share that work unless the creator says you can.
Next, the Computer Misuse Act. You can just think of this as the UK's main anti-hacking law. Simple. It makes it illegal to access computer material when you're not supposed to. It was a direct legal response to a growing threat, and it also covers more serious stuff, like hacking to commit other crimes or messing with someone's data.
And now the big one, the Data Protection Act of 2018. This law is all about your privacy. It gives you rights, like the right to ask a company, hey, what data do you have on me? And it puts really strict rules on those companies. They have to handle your data legally, keep it secure, and they can't just keep it forever.
All right, let's nail one last key idea that kind of pulls together ethical, legal, and cultural thinking. It's all about software licenses. See, whenever you use a piece of software, you're doing it under a license, and they mostly fall into 2 main camps.
So check this out. On one side, you have proprietary software. Think Microsoft Windows or Adobe Photoshop. You pay for a license to use it, but the actual source code is a locked-down company secret. You can't see it, you can't change it. But on the other side, you've got open source software, like the Linux operating system or the Python programming language. Here, the source code is totally out in the open for anyone to see, use, and even improve. And as you can imagine, this creates two completely different worlds in terms of cost, how they're developed, and community support.
Phew, we have covered a lot of ground really, really fast. So how do you actually boil this down for your revision? Don't worry, I've got you covered. Here is your final, super simple checklist for this entire topic.
Just remember 5-3-2. It's that easy. 1. Master the 5 societal impacts. That's ethical, legal, cultural, environmental, and privacy. 2. Memorize the main purpose of the 3 key laws: copyright, computer misuse, and data protection. And 3. Understand the difference between the 2 main software license types: open source and proprietary. If you can nail those points, you are in fantastic shape. And I'll leave you with a final thought. This is perfect for those big, juicy, long-answer exam questions. As we look ahead with things like AI and quantum computing just around the corner, which of these 5 impacts, ethical, legal, cultural, environmental, or privacy, which one do you think is going to be the biggest challenge for us to manage as a society? Have a think about that. Good luck with your revision.